agroecology model. And what we wanted to do today is just kind of tell you a little bit more about New Roots Community Farm and sort of the example of it as being a model of urban agroecology. And we thought there's nothing best but to hear it from the people themselves who have been working tirelessly to make it happen. And so with me today is, my name's Amy. I work with the International Rescue Committee. We are kind of the facilitators of the farm project. I've been working for the last 3 years, from starting off with all the paperwork, permitting issues with New Roots, and finally getting to dig in with actually our new farming, our farming programs for new farmers. And we have here Bob U. He is a leader with the Cambodian community at the farm. He's been farming for a very long time and passed on a lot of information from generations. Ermelinda Figueroa, and Ermelinda is our Latino community leader and a tireless organizer. All these people, they'll tell you a little bit more about themselves as well. And Paula Alvarez, right? Is it Alvarez? Yeah. Paula Alvarez, also a member of our New Roots farm. Bilali Muya, who'll be our keynote in the afternoon. And he's going to help with a little bit of translation for Khadija Msame, who's from the Somali, both of them are from the Somali Bantu community. And they're going to talk to you guys a little bit more about their examples from the farm. I'll kind of talk at the end a little bit of some of the principles of agroecology, these new terms that we come up with for basically old ways of farming. For those of you, if maybe you're more interested in that. But first of all, I would like to have our farmers kind of get a chance to speak about their role in how they got the farm started and how it's been for them. And because one of the biggest pieces to the agroecology model is really about the community development piece, the community power, and the essentially all the people behind it that can really make it happen. Who wants to start off? Yeah. Okay, Ermelinda, go ahead. Yeah.
Buenas tardes a todos. Mi problema es que I don't speak English. Vamos a ver si ella me puede traducir.
She doesn't speak that much English, so her problem is not, she can't speak that English, so her name is Ermelinda Figueroa.
You understand? Okay. ¿Qué me ha dicho? Ella es una persona que ha estado conmigo desde el principio.
She has been with my grandma since the beginning.
Ella empezó hace 3 años, nosotros empezamos hace 5, ¿verdad? 5 o más.
She started 3 years ago, and and then they 5 years ago, and then she started 3 years ago.
Okay, I don't know. Ya se enredó. Cuando nosotros empezamos, nosotros no sabíamos dónde era el lugar.
When they started, they didn't know where the place was going to be.
Nos platicaron, nos dijeron que teníamos que empezar porque había que ver un lugar, ver papeles, y pues pasó el tiempo.
They started they teach her that she has to start with in the beginning, with where the place has to go with papers and all that.
Hasta que un día nos dijeron que ya estaba y nos enseñaron un mapa.
Until one day they told her that everything was done and they showed her a map.
Y nosotros todavía no sabíamos dónde era el lugar. Íbamos a escuelas, íbamos a prepas, donde nos enseñaban irrigación, cómo regar las plantas, cómo no gastar el agua.
But they went to school like elementary, middle
Like,
school, and high school
¿Cómo regaban las aguas?
for like to know how to water the plants without wasting that much water.
Porque teníamos que aprender.
Because they have to learn.
Entonces, un día alguien me dijo que si yo quería conocer el lugar
And one day they told her if she wanted to know the place,
y fuimos a verlo.
and they went to see it.
Era muy diferente del que nosotros nos habíamos imaginado.
It was really different what she imagined.
Ya después pusieron pusieron las máquinas y empezaron a hacer las zanjas para meter el agua.
They started with the tractors and they did all the places to plant and with water.
Así los canales,
With the tubes.
Entonces fuimos todos y empezaron a ponernos los tubos y nosotros los tapábamos, nosotros quitábamos las piedras, empezamos a limpiar y ahí empezó la historia.
Like they went and they put dirt over the digs and then they painted the rocks and that's how the history of the root started.
Y a mí me ha gustado mucho porque me ha enseñado que a pesar de que ya estoy grande, yo veo que nosotros cuando tenemos, ¿cómo se dice?, alegría, vida, no hay nada imposible.
For her, it means that anything can be possible. Can she plant anything what she wants? But
Pues todo se hace con alegría y con amor.
and everything looks like with emotion and happiness.
En love. Entonces nosotros continuamos, un día ya nos llamó Amy y Amy nos dijo ahí a todos los jefes cómo íbamos a repartirle a las personas que estaban con nosotros.
And then Amy called them every leader, and then they told her how the parts are gonna be for every single one.
Y a cada quien nos tocó, ya yo pues empecé a llamar a mi gente, fue mi gente, ella es una de ellas, somos 20 y ya 20 familias y a cada familia le tocó su parte o su blog como le llaman y empezamos a experimentar.
And then she called every single family. There was 20 families and there was a plot for each family.
Nosotros, a pesar de que nuestros padres en su mayoría son campesinos, saben labrar la tierra, saben trabajar, nosotros no.
Like if their dads knew how to do everything, if they knew how to plant, it was good, but they didn't.
Entonces nosotros hemos aprendido, Amy nos ha pagado maestro para que nos llegue a enseñar.
They had learned, Amy had paid like teachers to teach them.
Para ver cómo debemos hacerlo. Y pues es una gran emoción. A mí me fascina saber que, como dice la Biblia, polvo eres y en polvo te convertirás y el polvo es el que te va a dar de comer y nosotros pues tratamos siempre de hacer lo mejor que podemos y lo orgánico hasta ahorita creemos que es lo más saludable.
She gives thanks to everything that they give her and that how the Bible says dirt you will be if dirt you want to be, but dirt will give you food.
Y yo me siento muy emocionada y ver que esto está creciendo.
She feels so happy that everything is growing.
Sorry.
Hi, my name is Bob O's. I'm community leader for Cambodian community down in New
really
Route.
loud, Bob, because
Okay.
the fans are loud.
All right. Well, I was born in Cambodia and I also raised in Louisiana. Well, choose my accent. Hope you guys don't laugh at it. Well, I come to San Diego in 1995. The first thing I come down to San Diego, we're looking for the place to farm. Well, my whole generation was a farmer. I was a farmer. My dad was a farmer. And a couple of years back, and I go down to IRC, and I met with Amy. That's going to be hooked up for the New Root. Since the beginning of time, New Root, we started the community. New Root is just not just a farm out there. It's community get together. We start from the beginning. We dig the rock, we dig the dirt, we dig the soils. People come together, have as a group. To me, New Root is just for my place, for everybody's place down there, but for everybody can come by and join it. So right now, everything grows very good, So come on down in time. So if you want to take a little tour down there, but first, well, to me, New Root is just a place, a small place of where I come from. It's like my little homeland. So where I can bring my own produce from home, it grow there. So New Root is just, like you said, all these people come together from the different ethnic groups. None of them speak English. Neither low income, elderly, or dismentally. Most of them out there didn't speak English at all. So here come me, Bilali, so that want to translate it out. So New Root is where the community got together, us like for, culturally, as a group. Not just the place where people get food, but where people come together, introduce each other. I'm stuck. Sorry, a little nervous. So first time on the front of the group, so don't mind me at all. I try to calm myself down just a bit. I stay fresh more likely. so where the culture come together. Like to me, I'm a Buddhism. So we come together as a community. We introduce each other. What kind of ethnic group we are, what kind of person we really are, and we talk about, like culturally. Basically, most of the time it's food. Food is universal language of them all. People eat food. It doesn't know you're big, small, old, or young. You just eat food. So, what better place than to grow our own food? Organic food. What we put on the ground, we know what we put down there. When we take it out, we know what we feed to our kids, to our family. We take it home to the friend and neighbor. What's the better place than that? To me, New Root is, it just, people come together to share the idea, share the knowledge, share the culture, share the wisdom. I didn't know what chop grew on. I don't. I grew lettuce. I grew mustard green. I grew bok choy. I didn't know what, okra grew. To my country, it's just everything is soil. You dig to the ground, you see soil. I come to America, I dig to the ground, I see rock, I see dirt, I see clay. To me, I don't know how to do all those things. There's people come by. If I go down there and ask my dad, where can I pick up the soil? So to these people, it's not like that. There's the knowledge to them. You put a little bit of dirt, a little bit of branch, a little bit of dust, create the soil, Like compost, I don't know how to compost stuff. Where I come from, we never do compost. The land always have soils on it. When it comes to New Root, people teach me how to do all those kind of things. People show me how to do those kind of things. The thing that I don't know. Well, matter of fact, they ask me back the thing that I know. I teach them most of the stuff that I grew in my homeland that I bring it to America to grow down here. So the knowledge passed on from my dad to me, now I passed on to people down in New Root. Everybody know how to do stuff. Everybody know how to do things. Instead of just be myself. The important thing is we pick up stuff, we take it home. The guy come up to me and say, Lali come up to me, can I have some of this? And how we cook it. I show it to him. I teach him how. My culture of food, I will transfer to him. That's the happiness that why I got. The smile on his face when I come back home. That doggone thing is so damn delicious. I wouldn't believe it. So that's the smile that I see on his face. That's the thing that I get out of it. So New Root is not just, to us, it's not just a little farm. To us, it's a community, a neighborhood get together. People from different countries get together. It doesn't matter who you are. You eat food. You come together to grow food. Organic food. That's the most important thing. It's organic food. Share to your kids, your family. That's the most important thing. So, New Root to me is my heart. Thank you very much.
Nashukuru sana kwa kubwira na hano nywe na suwejero.
First of all, I thank everybody for.
Really loud.
Okay. I'm more a little bit get used to it. We have, for first of all, I have to thank everybody here by meeting each other over here.
Kwa kubirana katika hivyo chikunga chilonge, hivyo chikunga tidaha kudaha kuleta nizi, hivyo kudaha kuleta nizi mbuli zetu, kudaha kuivana, niyo tukushukuru sana. Kwa na anga chilonge kwamba hivyo vile Somalia ntihano, hivyo
Okay, so this is a good thing. It's like a good gathering. Come out here to discuss an issues and a problem, and also everybody have a story about background, and that's a good thing. And thank you very much for being able to come us together here to meet us to express our feelings. And before I go, I want to talk how we came from Somalia and how we came to America and what we are doing right now.
Chizire avide Somalia chizire hanono chashukuru sana chihokero ni serikali ya Marekani chishukuru sana.
First of all, I have to thank the United States of America's government by accepting us and bringing us to America.
Kaidika kenao chashukuru sana hivyo chizire na chimdani mwezi nyumba nao hivyo chizire mwezi nyumba no cha vizo kuise ni haya dia ARC katingem sanga haja.
Since we came to America, we were being locked in the apartment and we have been chained inside our apartment. But I also thank the IRC organization was able to pull out from outside our apartment to come. Since we get the land, we've been able to come outside and get off the chain from our apartment and come outside and do something.
Kaidika kenao chilima chikalime mtama kakila chindu chilima utiaviza kwese chawashukuru sana chawashukuru sana kwa hivyo na kudaha kuambizana na serikali ya Marekani.
There's a long way to go, and I will thank everybody to join like a kind of more revolution. It's so hard and everything was so tough, and I was also happy to see like there is some stuff growing in here in a piece of land, like the corn. That's like traditionally I've been able to see that doing it in America and San Diego. That's very tough, and like if we come together and join and do this revolution and do this talk, that will be more better than other people will listen to us.
Aho chaomba kwao naho chaomba kama vino chigoko umengano chaombeza naho kwao naho wachigose naho hano chiri naho wachigale kulanga chawashukuru wao chaombeza aho naho.
Say togetherness and unity is strength. If we start, we become together and our voice can be heard, and we will go far away. We never expected. And that's what I'm begging and everybody asking, like don't say I'm coming from Louisiana or come from New York. We have to join, we have to combine this voice and talk about it, and then we can spread this message everywhere.
Kwa hano chikungo msanga naho chaombeza kwao naho wati kama vino chipatire msaada kwao naho chaombeza naho chipatire msaada kwao naho chinuke kuanga kama chose naho chikwa hamwenga naho chiduke wantu waja inuke kuanga kama chose chiduke wantu waja wakulima naho watisade homsanga.
Yeah, there's more farmers, not only us, not only Khadija and not only Bob. There's more to live in City Heights. There's more people want to farm, and there's more areas open here. So we want like everybody to join and do it and produce more food, and that would be really grateful. And we're looking for more land and more food for us, and not just Khadija, but everybody have to have the chance. If I have a plot and somebody need a plot, have to have a plot. So it's not just me. We have to talk for the other people who can talk, speak up. So let's be their voices.
Kama hivyo chaombeza msaada kwao naho nagoke kumrazi naho kama vino chibirana naho chaombeza chose na chigokumwenga naho kama vino chikubirana kwa community yose kwa hamwenga.
As a communities, as a leaders, as a group, this thing is very important. Like this conference is very important. If we can meet anytime and talk about the issues, especially farming, especially food, it's something really great. I'm out from that.
Okay, I know it's really hard to see, but we'll do our best. If you want to kind of crowd around, that we just want to show a short video of what we're doing that talks about agroecology, and then I'll kind of talk about it afterwards. But we're producing this video and about New Roots as an agroecology model, and we're going to use it as a tool to better work with the community, because these guys, they spoke up here today, but they're very modest about the amazing role that they're playing at New Roots and in systems and environmental change here in the neighborhood. These people are all leaders in various ethnic communities, and they do a lot of hard work to mobilize. As you know, like, everybody needs their leader to mobilize. We've got leaders even within the food community, and it takes a lot of work to put on events like this, make it happen, always get everybody there. And they are some of those people who are committed, and they've been committed to it for a long time, and they want to keep it going. And so I think we'll get a chance to kind of ask them more questions here, but this video we want to use as a tool to kind of teach others in the community as well, and showcase these local examples. We sometimes go really far looking for a model that's working, but we do have good examples right here locally that are working, and even not within City Heights, not everyone knows about what's happening. So we want to use this video as a tool to engage. We're going to translate it into about 5 languages, and want to be able to use it to work with various communities, these leaders, to be able to teach others about their example and show people. So feel free to kind of squeeze up there, and we'll turn the sound on, at least so you can see real well. And also, you know, we're very close to the farm. It's just down off of 54th and University.
Agroecology shows the relationship between agriculture, society, and the environment. It combines the study of human use of plants and the study of living things in their environment, seeking to create deeper harmony between the two. Agroecological principles may be observed on many of today's urban farms, including New Roots Community Farm in the City Heights neighborhood of San Diego, California. Farmers at New Roots plant a variety of crops in one space to prevent pest infestation, attract predatory insects, birds, and other animals that create a balanced environment.
If you really want to grow and you want to plant something and have to have a good product, the best thing is like create a soil. Before you think anything, first of all you have to think about soil. When you have a live soil, then you will have a really live, growing, healthy food.
An important part of fertile soil is decomposed plant matter. Composting creates this material by reusing plant and food scraps that would otherwise end up in the local landfill. By adding mulch to the soils, weeds are kept from growing, soil temperatures are kept steady, erosion is prevented, and the evaporation of water is decreased. In San Diego's desert climate, water conservation is very important. Rainwater cotton barrels can be used for irrigation.
If I water today, tomorrow I don't. The water, I pull out the water, put in my basket, and I pull them out and I put on my plant. Because it's safe water. Safe water for the city, you know.
Using hand tools instead of tractors can allow for skillful cultivation of the land that maximizes crop yields, reduces the use of fossil fuels, and provides an arena for physical exercise that prevents chronic disease and social interaction that builds community.
It's like when I'm farming right now, I look like I got a gym. Instead like I go like a 24 fitness, I get more health for farming too. Yeah. Instead, I pay $30 every month for gym. I came here, that's why I dig my soil. It's like gym.
The community of farmers at New Roots is a multicultural, multi-generational group where diverse perspectives on environment and agriculture can be exchanged. A sense of place is restored as farmers build a relationship with their land. Community is built by the exchange of indigenous farming knowledge and transfer of skills. Farmers live in harmony with the land and each other as a sense of stewardship is developed, caring for the land and providing for the health of the surrounding community.
Yeah. So as we kind of talk about in the video, agroecology, coming from the word agriculture and ecology. And even the land down at New Roots is a perfect example. New Roots is a piece of land right on the back of Choyas Parkway, or sorry, the Choyas Creek, thank you. So and that was actually one of the reasons we had such a hard time to get our permit. How many of you guys have been to New Roots? Anybody? Okay, well, good. So we're going to invite you down there every fourth Saturday of the month. We have volunteer days and we do a tour. So you can come and see the real example for yourself. But that was one of the reasons we had a big problem permitting the actual farm, was because it was next to a creek. It was a part of an environmental sensitive land. And we are literally taking this farm as an opportunity to kind of say to our decision makers that we don't have to just always keep it so separate. We believe agriculture can actually work together with environmental lands. It happens. It has happened in people's home countries. It's still happening there. We can do it too, and we need the policies that could help support that. Instead of having higher fees, making it happen, we should be actually encouraging such light agriculture, sustainable agriculture, right on the edge of a creek area. And so the design of the thing takes into consideration the ecology, the nature of the area, as well as the culture is what we've been talking about. A lot of people come from many backgrounds. They have a lot of cultural practices. Economics. Since December we started selling. So actually Khadija has been selling at the City Heights Farmers Market. Along with other people, we create like a cooperative booth. So each person has a plot that's only 30 by 20 feet in space, but still people produce extra. So whatever excess produce they want to bring to the market, we're now bringing to the local market for sales. And so we're linking ecology, culture, economics, and society in order to have sustainable agriculture production, a healthier environment, as well as viable food communities. And essentially we're just the kind of a lot of the models that maybe all you guys know about, but looking at renewable resources, as the video was talking about, we're keeping on-farm nutrients as much as possible, kind of tilling back extra plant waste. We till it right back into the soil when possible. We've now started keeping chickens, so we want to use the manure back get it composted and use it back to our plants. We work on minimizing toxics. So instead of creating, a lot of big industrial farms are creating toxics by a lot of chemical fertilizers and pollution and runoff. Well, we're actually trying to minimize that we don't apply any pesticides or chemical fertilizers. Conserving resources, obviously, and there's a long list of resources to be had for water, energy, genetic resources such as seed, and managing kind of the soil, as the video is talking about, low tillage and mulching when possible, a lot of hand tools and mulch there. We also are encouraging, we have on site a native plant garden, so we're encouraging a lot of pests, a lot of native, we're trying to work through beneficial insects. So it's a really different flip side where all this came really natural to people long ago, and we're kind of recreating it here. And so luckily we've got a lot of people's different knowledge to kind of pool together and bring sort of those resources together in order to kind of make it more sustainable for an urban society. The native plant area is, we've got encouraging a lot of beneficial insects.